Hey guys, what's up? Sutlage here. I'm going to be walking you guys through another Shadowshaper deck. This one I'm very excited about. I like the Hive deck a lot. I think it gives a lot more versatility than the Fallen deck, and it can't be one shot by Ikora. This is a very good deck if you're somewhere between like level 14 to level 18, and you're starting to work your way up to level 19 and above, where you'll start unlocking more of the beneficial Hive cards, in fact, and also the Cabal cards. So what you'll see here is the setup that I have going. We're going to rush through this because I am kind of fighting maintenance here. We're just about to go down in about 15 minutes. So we're going to make this video quick. We got Hex Guard, gains the Inspired Effect. Now the Inspired Effect is a very... the Inspired Effect is a very important effect for Hive decks because it is truly what the decks revolve around. Inspired basically gives you a +1 power at the end of every turn. So you're going to see a lot of these cards are going to be benefiting from that. Tenacious Shielded Knight gives Inspire to Hive units on its left and right. Very good. We use it mostly for the Disfavored, which when acquiring a buff grants +2 power to one of your different Hives at random. Very good card. I think it's Hyssop or Hyssop, some way. Grants +3 power to a unit with a bonus. Very good, especially for these guys up here. We have Finala, grants +8 power to one of your units. Very good. Knight gives any inspired Hive +3 power. Wizard is going to grant Inspired to one of your Hive units. Tenacious Ogre, when acquiring a buff, deals 1 damage to 4 random opposing opponents. Tenacious Wizard grants Inspired to 2 random Hive units. Again, another Inspired giving card. Pandora 7 gives the unit on the right +2 power at the end of every turn. Ikora deals 2 damage to all opposing units in a row. Our favorite exotic card right now for these levels. And then Atal, very good card, doubles the power of any unit. Love this card. So I'm going to show you guys some bot gameplay just to show you guys the mechanics of the deck. And yeah, let's get into it. All right, so we're just going to do a quick duel against Wu Ming, just because it's going to make it easy to show. So you'll see mulligan pretty much for the first turn, no good usable cards. It's totally fine. This is not a deck that you need. I've won rounds on like the third turn where I was able to play my first card, but the Disfavored is always the card that you're going to want to play first. This is our most important card to have on the field. If you have one of these in your hand, it's going to be a good game. All right, so the next thing I'm going to be looking for, probably just going to drop the Tenacious Shield Knight down if I don't get a Wizard. Yeah, so I didn't get a Wizard. Ideally, turn 3 we want Wizard because it's going to just give it to Disfavored, and then we can save the Tenacious Knights for when we have more cards on the field. But no worries. So I just want to get Inspired on there because I want to be able to use multiple cards. Obviously, Finale is also a good choice, but, you know, here we have this. So let's just start boosting up our power. Right, so this one we have a couple different choices. We can give Pandora for more power. We can use the Knight to boost this guy up and then throw down our 1-stack Hex Guard here. But I like to gamble a little bit, so we're going to use Tenacious Ogre and hope that we get a nice little buff spread over here. Now, see, this is the problem with the Tenacious Shielded Knight, is that since I played him on the last turn, I didn't get his full effect. So it's just one of those things that you'll learn to manage. Ooh, bad gamble. All right, so now this is pretty much fine. Honestly, let's just use Finale. Boost him up. I'm going to leave Hexguard off because I don't want many Hive on here. I want to limit the amount of Hive on the table because I want him to go over to the Tenacious Ogre. Like that. Perfect. Now, what I will say is this is probably one of the absolute worst pulls I've gotten. But you're still seeing how easily this just works out. In a perfect world, I would have given more Hive Inspired, so that way we have a lot more spreads going around the field. But it's fine. Let's go ahead and do another match so I can show you guys. All right, same thing again. Mulligan first turn. It's gonna look like. Unless I get a 1/1 Hex Guard. Nope, did not, but it's okay because again we have our Disfavored. That's why I always run 2 of these in the deck right now. It's a very, very good thing to have it up in the beginning. Throw them down. Now the issue here is that I don't have a card that grants Inspired, so we're really hoping that we get one on the next turn. We did not, but it's okay. I honestly kind of like getting another Disfavored, so a Tenacious Shielded Knight would be great here, because I could just buff both of these guys up and, oh, magic could happen. But did not get lucky, so we're going to throw down our Tenacious Ogre. And now on this next turn, I'm going to really hope for an Inspired card. Perfect. All right, so we're going to buff 1 and 1. And then we'll take this opportunity. Go ahead and use one of our knights here up front. Ah, perfect. That's exactly what you want. That is the synergy we're looking for. As you can see, this is pretty much a lock on the match already. So we have a couple different options. I can continue boosting our different Hive Ogres up. With the robots, I can use our little knight here to grant 1/3 power and then use one of the robots. I could use Pandora 7 and then a robot. But of course, you guys see Ikora down here. And we have her for a reason. It's kind of just like a safety catch net. If you know, your Hive isn't really working out, Ikora is going to be a good card for you to fall back on that will always come through and kind of clear the battlefield for you when you absolutely need it. So let's go ahead and just play her just for the easy win. And completely changes the battle in our favor. All right, so unfortunately, I don't have any ability to play a real player tonight because it is in the evening time, and unfortunately, they have closed off Shadowshaper duels for the night. But what I'm going to do here is go ahead and play a expert level 15 bot just to show you that the deck does work against more than just a level 1 opponent. All right, same thing. Got lucky, Disfavored, ready to go. Now, already I'm thinking about playing the Wizard on the next turn. It's probably the easiest way without spending a lot of resources that we might want later on. So we'll go ahead and hit Wizard. Perfect. And the synergy's already going. Now, see, this is, I'm glad that they played this card because this is a problem that you're going to see in the tens levels. So anywhere between like 10 to 15. A lot of people are running Resilient Grenade Dreg, and it's annoying. I know. I ran it a lot. I know it makes people mad. It's a great card. But the best thing about the Hive is that most of the cards need to be played into the front row. So you're completely bypassing this meta killer by just using your Hive. So for turn 4, oh, you know what? We're going to do this here. Perfect. Now we could have played the Tenacious Ogre. That would have been fine. Still might, but I'm feeling pretty good about this one already. Oh, you know what? I kind of do want to play the Tenacious Ogre and then drop. So many options. So many options. Yeah, let's use our Tenacious Wizard. No, let's just use Finella. I'll give the other one Inspire too for the fun of it. No, here comes the Destiny Rising shutdown. Not in the middle of the video. It's okay. Because this will be our last match then. How do we want to just have fun with this one? It's all about having fun. Love our Ikora. See, I didn't even use the Tenacious Ogre, which I truly like using a lot. And we'll just go ahead and close this out here. Look at this. Oh, perfect. 74 points. I was a little scary at the end, not gonna lie. Stella was kind of scary there at the end, but again, 74 to 49. This is a very good deck, especially if you're trying to push up to levels. I have been on an absolute great winning streak, constantly winning my matches, constantly gaining XP, And it's a slow grind here with Shadowshapers, but we're getting there. All right, guys. Well, as you guys can see, maintenance is about to take us offline, so I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching the video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and good luck in Shadowshaper.
I've never seen this spectral feature before. Start collecting samples. So, what did we learn so far? Yes, doubling the frequency of logical operations inside a microprocessor doubles the heat output.